Hi, I'm Felix.
I'm Rob.
I'm Mike.
I'm Aiden.
I'm Jonathan.
I'm Vlad.
And welcome to the Peace Out podcast.
Selamat datang di podcast Peace Out.
Goedemiddag dames en heren en welkom to the Peace Out podcast.
Bonjour et bienvenue à notre podcast. Willkommen und viel Spaß auf dieser Podcast.
欢迎你们在 Peace Out 的播客。
Добро пожаловать в подкаст от Peace Out.
So yes, this is our first ever episode and we're going to see how it turns out. Just updating on some news. As you're probably aware, we have some little contests going on in the group. And the most recent one that finished was Mike and Christo's mock-off, which was between Aldous Witch and Abracadabra.
Ta-da!
And the outcome was Mike won. So well done to both Chris and Mike.
Hooray!
Johan and Lord Oblivion's mock-off is currently in the voting process, so can't wait to see the results for that. To the next part. We're just going to be discussing the origin of Peace Out and where it actually came from, where the idea sprouted from. As the founder, I feel it is my really boring duty to actually tell you guys about it. So basically, I'm going to be honest with you, I founded Peace Out in a fit of boredom. I thought that we should probably have a place for all mockers on Facebook to, share their creations. And I had no idea it had become this big, because I only knew a few mockers back then. And I think we had something like 14 members? And now look at us, we have 42-something members. Or is it more now? I don't know.
44.
43? 44.
44.
Oh, that's certainly more than 12, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
And we had our first member sweep already.
Oh yeah, thanks to Mike.
Means that we would have about 60 or so now, if it weren't for that.
Exactly.
That's
For
true.
what?
For the member sweep.
Oh yeah, well, necessity.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think it was kind
It was
of...
a good thing. We are not saying that it was bad to do so.
So, because it's been so long, I think... How long now? It's like a year or less? I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah, we've had a lot of updates going on. Not like forum updates or anything. Just, minor little updates here and there. Just wondering, do you guys have any ideas for updates? Or improvements? Stuff that we should do in Peace Out?
I think it's already awesome as it is, Felix. Yay!
Thanks, Aiden.
Well, I think it's just going fine this way. I mean, we can slowly grow and search for more members and, let the community grow a bit more. And of course, podcast is a nice thing and we should do it more often. I like it already. And we only just started. Good go on that, Felix.
Yeah, so anyone who's not on the podcast, if you have any ideas, just say them in Peace Out. Moving on to the MOC Review segment. This is where we're going to review 2 mocks from the group and 1 from outside the group. Just get a picture of the wider Bionicle community. So basically, the mocks that we've chosen to review from Peace Out, this podcast, are Lewis's Rotor Revamp and Ray's Dragon, the red and black one. Starting with Lewis's Rotor mock.
I really like the rotors to start with.
The aim of this mock was to have a kind of bridge between Bionicle and Hero Factory, so it's got elements of both in its design.
I really like how he's done that, actually.
Yeah, it turned out very well. Very well.
Heck, I didn't even know that those Nuva shoulders came in orange.
Nor did I, actually.
Maybe they came with the sports sets, like early 2000 something.
Yeah, the hockey
the
sets,
hockey
maybe.
guys.
Something
They
like
had
that.
quite a lot of good recolors.
So, I'm a fan of the head. Like, a really big fan of the head. That's...
It's something completely new. I like it.
I'm also a fan of the fan on his back. That's pretty cool.
I like the way he used the feet of Hero Factory on the lower legs to make these
yes. The
shin guard things
kick
that
pads.
also provide support.
I love those
That's
kick pads.
pretty ingenious right there.
Definitely.
Yeah, it is.
As well as the hands.
Oh, yeah.
If you've seen the video,
Yes, the hands are really...
it's fairly simple, but it's genius.
It is. I do think that the hand that's close, the one that's pointing to us at the moment, it should, it could be integrated a little bit better with the arm itself. It seems to just bulge out a bit,
Yeah, it does.
Or is it just me?
It's perspective, I think, but yeah.
Yeah, probably. But that's one of my minor peeves of this thing. I also really like that gun arm thing. The one with the Hero Factory shield on it.
Yes, although it's a bit awkward how those two blaster things or whatever they are, the silver parts are like sticking towards each other, so that
I kind of like that, really.
Realistic. If you fire them, they go everywhere except for straight ahead.
Well, practicality aside, it looks pretty good.
Yeah, I'm not saying that it doesn't look good. It's just
I know what you mean. Yeah.
It's like a revamp of the original jetpack thing they used, which was only one piece, and I think Lucas was trying to put more detail into it than the actual set.
Yeah, it definitely works.
Use the Bionicle pieces like the silver jet pieces, the small Technic slabs on the outside and such. I really like them.
Also, and something not about the weapon arm, I really liked how he put some gears around his rotor stuff, so it actually looks like, I'm not sure if it actually, but it looks like it can rotate by the gears. That's really good.
I also really like how he's made it sort of stubby, you know? It's not fully sized like the actual rotor is. It's quite comically proportioned, actually, I might say. Especially the torso part, that's really interesting. The way his head sort of sticks out.
It still reminds us all of Rotor, which is good.
Definitely, yeah.
Definitely.
Awesome blades.
Mm-hmm. The secondary color, the blue one, fits perfectly with the eyes and also goes pretty well with the laser things on a jetpack.
Yes, yeah.
But I think that the blades must be maybe a little longer, no? In my point of view, it's...
yeah, I think I see what you mean there.
Little for him.
Also, you can actually see people typing, but Farhan here says he likes how none of the pieces are exclusive to Rotor. Like, he only used pieces that were already available before the actual set was out, or after, but not pieces from the actual set itself.
Oh, except for the feet. I don't think they came in orange before that.
I think they did. Phodoc had them.
Really? Oh.
Hematron.
I am proven wrong.
Hematron, Phodoc. Didn't he have?
Yes,
he had gray ones.
Yeah, that's actually true.
Already gray? I thought they were orange too.
It's particularly impressive that he's made a character that looks like Rotor without using any of Rotor's signature pieces.
Yes.
Really well done.
So anyways, moving on to our next MOC that we're going to review. We have Ray's Dragon, which I think is pretty damn awesome.
It is. You're not the only one thinking that there.
So obviously the best part about it is the wings.
Yeah, they're lovely. Really.
I like the head.
Oh yes, the head's pretty cool as well.
I'm
those wings.
I'm a big fan of the head. It's actually the part I like least of it, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, it's also the tail, the wings are all great, but the head is a bit... Maybe it's a perspective, but this angle I'm not really liking it.
I like the head, I just don't think it merges well with the body as much. It could work.
I think...
Yeah, I know what you mean, but still, it's meh.
I think if you focus on the dragon aspect of it, it's really pretty good. It reminds me of the Nazguls from Lord of the Rings. I don't know if anyone knows them, but...
Well, of course everyone knows them.
That's a very nice thing he did there.
Oh, another angle. Yeah, the head looks quite a lot better on this.
Oh, this is the version that had legs.
Legs.
Yes.
Both the arms seem a little bit small.
Yeah.
But, well, they're fine. The tail sticks out a little bit too much, maybe. Would have been better if it would be like laying on the ground, perhaps.
Yeah.
I think.
But I also really like the toes on his legs that are like
the back legs,
free sticking out to the sides.
I like those.
And the ankle guards are nicely there.
I'm not too keen on the front claws though. They look
They are
alright.
a bit awkwardly posed.
Yeah.
But they could work.
They do work, but they could be posed better.
Yes.
One of the major things that actually bugs me about this is the tail. I'm not sure if anyone else sees this, but...
It's too long?
It looks too mechanical, in my opinion.
Yeah, it does.
You know, natural.
Oh, I quite like the tail.
It doesn't flow as much as the rest of it. Also, has anyone noticed the Paraka spine? Because that's awesome.
Very well.
I've seen people try and use it as a spine before, but never this well, so... That's quite impressive.
Oh, and Jonathan just wants to say that he really thinks the build itself is very solid, and I have to agree with him, but the color scheme is a bit off at the tail, because I think he means there's too much Metro red in there.
Yeah.
And a bit of that silver, although there's a little bit of silver everywhere, so I suppose that's fine, but Mainly dot red, yes. Too much Vlad, too much dot.
But wow,
And
those
I
wings.
think I have to agree with him. I don't know if he has them, but Onua Mystica has the wing pieces in just normal red. Yeah,
Really?
that would have worked out fine.
Yeah.
This dragon is good, I think, but I think that we must make dragons like this.
Linking,
But this is one of the best.
Difficult, but we must try it, I think.
linking to resonances. Dragon.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's just of a completely other scale, which just
That's just.
and so many of the same parts. I mean, very few people have so many parts available. I mean, look at all those white and are they gunmetal gray
Gunmetal, I believe, yeah.
armor pieces. I mean, very few people have those.
Yeah, I don't know.
And all the wing pieces. I mean, it's very tough to get. You really have to collect parts for this mock itself, and not. I mean, for normal mocking, I suppose you hardly ever use them.
So, back to Ray's mock.
Well, Farhan said that the lower jaw looks a little bit awkward, and yeah, but I don't think it's that bad, in my opinion.
Yeah, I personally like the head a lot. I mean, the lower jaw does slightly let it down, but
And maybe colored eyes would have worked better than what is it, silver or white?
I think
No,
the
just
silver.
colored eyes. That might have been just a little bit that it stood out a little bit more. And
I'm not sure. I think the silver works as it is.
better.
I think the silver works as it is, because if you put a coloured one in there, it might blend in with the trans orange or something that's already on it. Or the blue pins that are on the wings. Just saying.
Yeah, maybe. There are a lot more colors. I mean, there's yellow, green. Basically. I'm
Yeah.
not sure if he tested everything, but that's what I usually do. I just test them, try them out. But they don't work bad or anything. It's just
Okay, so now we've reviewed those two, we have one mock that's from outside the group, in the unknown. Ooh.
oh,
Yes, so it's actually a photo from the recent BrickCon that was going on. And this mock is, well, it was made by Archinto, if you guys know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's
I
massive.
personally don't know him, but the mock itself.
Yeah,
It's just lovely.
this mock is pretty legendary, which you'll probably see for yourself.
Because I want to know how much more Masa Blue there is, because in the backlights you see a little bit, and on his nose is...
They're quite nice accents, actually.
Yes, the Mother Blue stands out because there's so few of it, but it doesn't look awkward or anything. I think it's basically because those pieces weren't available in Metro Blue or very rare to get.
I don't know, that nose piece is actually... The Mata Blue Nuva shoulder on the nose is actually not that rare at all. You can get it in Cracker.
Yeah, that's right.
But God, look at that head, would you?
Yeah, the
Seriously,
teeth,
The way the jaw curves around.
It's just perfect.
Those flex tubes that are obviously used, that
Yes.
amazing. And the way those tentacles are used as, you know, the trailing moustache or whatever you call it on a dragon.
Yeah.
That's quite impressive.
How many money he spent on the bionicle pieces?
Yeah.
Quite a lot. I can guarantee you that.
Normally, big or great money. I don't know how to say.
God.
Well, the result itself is priceless. So,
Yeah, it is.
He's genius.
Definitely.
What do you guys think of it overall? Are there any things you reckon?
So note the little guy on his back for a size comparison.
Yeah, saw that.
It's pretty sweet.
I think that Archinto is better on huge mocks than the little.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
definitely true. I've seen some of the smaller mocks and they're actually not that great.
When he made little mocks, they don't impressive.
Yeah,
Like his huge.
I definitely agree with you.
Yeah,
there.
if you do the large mod roots, then they will usually stand out really well. I mean, the color scheme of this just makes it just finishes.
Oh
I think
god, yeah.
that this little guy is made only for scale.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
It's
so.
not like it's the rider of it or something. It's just there for skill.
If it was
It's
the
right.
don't eat me. Please don't eat me.
Also, and it's a bit hard to see, but did you notice the tail of that thing? I mean, it's gigantic.
Yeah, a lot of Hero
All the way
Factory
to the
pieces on
right
it, I
side
see.
of the
Yeah,
just wow.
That's the section which I'd like to see more of, because it looks like it's the same width, but a lot of it. And
Yeah, a lot.
really,
I don't know if it's just me,
it
but
looks like they bought a lot of Rota to sell all the normal ones.
or you know, just maybe Bricklink. Just saying, Bricklink's kind of handy like that.
I buy everything. Ah.
I'm not so sure about the legs though.
How do you think? How many sets like this he have?
Far too many.
I can't say. All the Bork's legs and Nuparu Inika fits are only this color made only for those.
I imagine Bricklink is how they got all this stuff.
Yeah, Bricklink or garage sales. Lots of garage sales.
That really look for parts specifically for one MOC or maybe for future use. They all use like Bricklink and Spamlotto and just search for one piece and buy as many as they can. Just to get them for one or two gigantic mods.
I think I need to do that with hollowed out ball joints.
If you look more closely, you can see that there isn't really any direction to, like, for example, look at all the Metro Blue stuff on its back.
I was going to say that, Aiden.
You can see masks pointing this way, pointing that way. The Visorak shell just pointing randomly.
It's
overall it works, but if you look closely, there isn't much flowiness to it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. That's the benefit. I think that's pretty normal with the gigantic mods like these. That you just shouldn't look closely at it. You just should look at a distance and go like, "Wow, this is immense."
Yeah,
that's true.
it.
And if you do that, then you just should completely forget about those little things.
Yeah. But still, there's a lot of different structures in it. Just look at the sides of the torso. There's like a ribcage thing with all those Technic beams.
Oh.
So even though it's that big, there's still a lot of structures in them. A lot of repetition, which is good in this one. And she actually used the hockey guy armor on the front of the belly.
Yes.
The white stuff. So that's pretty awesome. In my eyes.
That's probably where I can't actually build like gigantic MOCs because my style is just everything has to be compact and perfect looking. With big MOCs, you can't really do that unless you've got massive amounts of parts. You've just got to use what you've got with the colours that you need. So as you can see on this one, as Aiden already pointed out, the blue is quite cluttered, if you like.
I think that such MOCs as this, it would be impossible to do without the Technic tubes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Look at his neck and to kapaka nuva fits.
God, yeah.
There is a great
in the neck and all over the place.
See?
The claws. But what do you guys think of the claws? I mean, they are quite large.
Well, they'd have to be large to support such a big thing, but
that's true.
They don't look that bad, I don't think.
I also like the hints of Meta Blue scattered all over the MOC. It's like a lighting, but a little bit different.
Not quite sure.
I like fingers.
To be honest, I don't really like the Meta Blue, as in, well, from what I can see, there's the Nuba shoulder on the nose, and a Mata foot on the back leg, and I know that those are available.
Feet on the back leg too.
What, sorry?
Some borrowed feet on the back leg too, just next to the Mata feet.
If you look closely, there's a lot of hints all over the MOC, and I also think the MOC itself is a bit cluttered, like piece-wise, but color-wise, it's very solid. And I think if you were to see it in real life and pick it up, if you can carry it,
well, I think
it would be pretty awesome.
I don't understand why he puts Resin's cloak in the head of this dragon.
I think that's just to fill the gaps, to be honest.
Yeah.
I know Lord Oblivion used a technique similar to that in his portal robot. No one's meant to know that. Shh. But yeah, I guess it kind of looks good, just for filling a space.
I mean, it's just really hard if you use tubes like that to actually fill up everything that's not tube. Between tubes and pods. I mean, and this is a good way to do it. Just because you won't leave any gaps. And it looks solid and stuff. And you can place it the way you want it, the way it looks good on the MOC.
Yeah.
So I think it's clever that he did it that way.
Now we're going to be discussing various LEGO events and stuff around the world. So, as you're probably aware from that last MOC that we just reviewed, BrickCon was recently on. And I know a lot of people went to that. I personally didn't. Did any of you guys go?
Nope.
Nope. Alright.
No.
It's too far away.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
That's pretty much my problem too. So yeah, but there are a lot of pictures on the web of different things that were going on there. There was a Bionicle display there, as you obviously saw.
I think it might be worth mentioning this bring back Bionicle petition thing.
Oh yeah.
Not a bad idea. I mean, Kuso is not about that. You make a model or anything, and then you get votes, and Lego might just might, and Lego might produce it and stuff like that. It's not like you
happen. I can't.
Yeah,
see.
you just say Bionicle should be bad, and not build anything or something for it. That Lego might think of, oh well, this is actually a good idea. We might bring it back now or anything like that. It's not gonna happen. I mean, we all know that.
Yeah.
But if you just do it like this, you're completely chanceless, and yeah, they should realize that.
As in, they're imagining that the people at Lego are suddenly going to think, hey, look, on this paper, someone said, let's bring back Bionicle. Did you ever think about that? No, actually, that never occurred to me. Maybe we should, yeah, let's do that. Yeah, not going to happen.
That's brilliant.
I mean, and I think the more people are going to whine about it, the more Lego thinks like, oh, come on, guys, we shouldn't do this right now, or not at all. I mean, if we just keep it quiet for a while, and then start about it when they are low on themes or whatever, then we have a much better chance to actually, get it through.
Also, Farhan mentions that using that function to try and bring back Bionicle, it's kind of exploiting a loophole in the site's function.
Yeah, they are.
I think it's right.
They just tried it out internationally, and right away it goes wrong. So that shouldn't happen too often, or
you should also keep in mind that there's a lot of 10 and 11-year-old kids who really want to bring Bionicle back. And
I think they're younger than that.
They don't really have. I don't mean this any offensive way, but they don't really have the intelligence to know that Lego doesn't have plans for it at the moment, and they're just trying to.
We all know what you mean.
I don't suppose any of you guys are trying to submit any ideas, maybe of your own, because I'm looking at it now. Some people have just put up their own things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
298 supporters for a Lego piano.
Oh, I saw that. I would buy that, to be honest. It looks good.
I'm not much of a piano freak, so I probably would.
It looks cute. Another thing worth mentioning for us is that if they're going to make any set, I highly doubt it's going to be Bionicle/Hero Factory pieces.
Yeah, exactly.
As in, with the popularity of Lego City, Star Wars, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
maybe what I've seen from what they've done in Japan so far are standalone sets. They had a submarine. I'm not sure what else. They had a satellite, I think. It's just really standalone things and nothing around a world theme or something. It's just whenever there's a good mod or a good creation.
Yeah.
That really stands out and is special.
It can't really be that complicated though. That's the thing. So that's my real. It's sort of like
Yeah. You can't really abstract connections like rubber bands and stuff.
Exactly.
They don't like that.
Exactly. No, you shouldn't make that as a set with rubber bands because that just won't work. It won't sell. Well, maybe it will sell, but people won't be very happy with it.
And you can't exactly put rubber bands in an instruction manual. First you stretch.
And you've got part 1 and you've got part 2 here, and now grab the rubber band and voila, you're done.
Lego is doing a lot of things to improve building for kids lately.
Yeah, and sadly not for us teens.
The different colored pins and axles, they already use that for Hero Factory as well. The color of limbs.
Yeah.
In various big sets.
It started with the blue pins and it gradually got worse.
Yeah, I kind of have a double feeling about that. I mean, okay, it's oriented at kids, but they have parents, they can help. So we don't need different colored pieces for everything.
As in the very first Tower Matter, no one actually complained about, the 2 axles are the same color as the 3 axles. I can't tell the difference.
Back then we were the kids. Kids were smart.
Yeah, we were fine with it.
Yeah.
No,
we were fine.
Yeah, I mean, I've actually for the different color pins where for when you throw everything into one bit box and the pins fall to the bottom and you can't find them, so let's give them a color and you can find them again.
Yeah,
that's what I basically thought.
But
yeah, I mean, if you have that problem, then you should just source your pieces out. It's plain and simple as that.
They should make 2 editions, like Noob Edition and Hardcore Edition, with just everything in one color.
And or maybe just color them in the colors of the set. So when you have a green set, who gives about it? Just put in green pins.
But that'd
I mean,
cost
it
a
would be
lot.
quite great. So you can basically, when you're modding, it's like, oh, I need a blue pin. Voila, a blue pin. I need a green one and a green one. It would make it like quite a lot better.
I'd like to see teal pins, really. That'd be kind of
Teal
awesome.
pins.
Teal pins.
Well, maybe we just need to start with more teal parts.
Yeah. I saw there was some teal on the new Hero Factory sets coming out next year.
Yes.
Yes,
The Fauna Tops thing.
Those are not new. Those are mixed 1.0 and 2.0.
Although maybe
Yeah.
we shouldn't be discussing it because it's some kind of...
It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. We're not affiliated with Lego.
No, that's...
No, we're fine. Don't worry.
Bandits.
Yeah, we are outlaws talking about
Dun, dun, dun.
2012 sets.
We're rebels!
So yeah,
Anyway.
moving right along. Obviously, as we just discussed, we just mentioned the 2012 Hero Factory sets 4.0. Don't
Someone
puke too
is
much.
not amused?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I couldn't contain myself.
Yeah, you have that problem more often. No?
Yeah, see.
So yeah, I have mixed feelings about these sets, to be honest.
Oh my god.
I actually quite... I mean, the big Vlad die, what's it called? Vlad Phantom, it's
Phantom,
just
yeah.
plain horrible and they should throw it away right now. Now there's still 10. But I really like actually all the other sets.
Yeah, I like those spherical
Especially
shoulder
Felix.
things that they have.
Yes, and the shoulder armor parts.
I really-
They are lovely.
Yes. I get the feeling they're going to be used a lot in MOCs once they come out. Along with those chains, those handcuffs that the heroes have.
They are evil.
I think they're actually catching the baddies.
Catch him and cuff them. Yeah.
Yeah. Hardcore.
That's the worst slogan ever.
Catch
Not so
him,
well.
cuff 'em.
Who gives about the slogan?
Yeah.
Over.
Well, anyways, so my favourite sets so far that I've seen of the 2012 line are Toxic Reaper, even though it looks like a complete
Yes, he
rip-off
is lovely. I
of
mean, the
Meltdown.
I'm
neon
too like Toxic Reaper.
Yeah.
neon green armor pieces. What more can we want?
And that
I
head.
think that it will be the first and the last Hero Factory set that I'll buy.
Yeah, true. Also,
I mean, there's like in each line there is like one set that really stands out at some point, and the rest is just more of the same basically. Although I keep buying them, so
I really hope they're not.
It's also pretty weird. I don't know if I said it in PO already. I probably said it 1,000 of times, but they look like combiners of the older sets.
yes.
Yeah,
Like Splitface is Thunder plus, I don't know,
Explode.
Explode.
something like that.
Thornax is just the Beast, like
The
Ross
Rahi from
Shadowbug,
Back to Good Old
Rob's
2000.
favorite. And Toxic Reaper is, Crowder and Meltdown.
Yeah, that's what I thought as well. Regardless, they're all
It's
right
an awesome
sets.
set.
You know,
I
I
really
really
like Waka.
You do? Oh, I'm not sure.
Waka's
about
helmet. I don't know
It's
why.
a bit like Kopata with the eye thing.
Yeah, but that's a good thing. It's been a while.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I'm not sure about the little plant things, the armor, hexagonal armor,
Yes, the things.
and the S&M situations with the Hero Cup. I don't really like them.
No, it's just for the little children, so they catch and top the better. But I'm no fan of it myself either. I'm not sure if anyone here is a fan of the new cuff system. Anyone?
I kind of like the cuffs. Just saying.
Oh, well,
I think they could be used to an advantage in some sort of MOC. You know,
They look
yes,
like
but that's
action
with all
men.
parts. I mean, everything can be used in some way in a mod.
yeah, exactly.
One day.
But I'm thinking it could be used as some sort of collar. You know, on a ferocious beastie.
Perhaps.
Perhaps, yeah.
You talk about teal, yes? My last MOC has two colors. It's black and teal.
Oh, that's a nice combination. Basically, everything is teal this time.
I have like hardly any teal. So
Yeah, it's really tough to get. I mean, the sliders and Robo Rider stuff in
Yes, only there. Or
but in-
Terracotta.
oh, actually, I have 2 teal tentacles, full tentacles,
Wow.
and they are lovely looking. I must say.
It's real teal color, or it's like Zaktan green?
No, it's actually teal.
Zettan Green is pretty awkward.
I never saw.
These came in the dinosaur set. So
Oh, it's not a teal. It's not a teal.
It's fake teal.
fake teal.
Feel.
I do have one of these teal like you said, and one blue from dinosaurs.
Yeah, I personally love dinosaur sets, just so you all know.
You've got quite a few of them, don't you?
I used to really love dinosaurs, and I still do, but I don't get the
Yes, so
sets.
do I.
I like the two little marks, Tim and Burr.
Yeah, they were little jokes, but kind of fun.
Adorable.
They're still actually staring at me right now, so...
Hello, little dinosaurs.
Name's Tim.
Simon was...
My name's Burr.
Timber!
Righto. Let's move.
Moving right along, yes. Also, I noticed that a lot of our Indonesian members in the group were building big heroes and stuff for...
Just for some kind of Indonesian...
Bricks Indonesia contest. I've got a link to it here, actually.
Oh, Link!
So
There we go.
basically, the aim is to build a hero, I guess.
Yeah.
Um,
to quote it, create your own Lego Hero Factory Hero mock contest.
And if you win, you get a Witch Doctor set.
And that is brilliant.
That is a damn good prize. I wish we had contests.
Well, yeah, that's $50 there.
Yeah.
I was actually very surprised with Witch Doctor when I got it.
Really? Why so?
Yes,
Much larger than I expected. Okay, there were a few flaws in the building thing. A lot of the symmetries that weren't supposed to be there, but the set itself was pretty great.
And
Yes.
the pieces, unbelievable. 39 of those little ball joints.
Whee!
All joints!
That's really the main reason I want the set, you know.
Yeah.
Just
And
for
I
those
just
points.
liked it. And the scroll things were nice, and everything was nice. And the colors, and the red, and the white, and the... Basically, yeah. Except for the shape itself, it leaves something to be desired.
I always take it apart very soon anyway.
I'm not sure if you guys are aware of Builders Lounge on Flickr.
No, I'm not. I don't have a Flickr account myself, so I'm not
Nor do
really
I.
aware of anything that happens there.
Alright, well there's always a contest going called I Am Builder. It's basically where two really, really top-notch builders go head-to-head against each other with a theme. Well, not a theme, but a particular piece that they have to use in creative ways.
That's always nice.
Yeah.
And this one recently just ended, and the piece that they had to use was a road sign. A yellow triangular road sign.
Oh, yeah, I've seen a few of those pictures actually.
Yes.
Genius. Hilarious, one of them.
Oh god, they're so good. Seriously, especially Legoholic. I gotta admit, he's amazing with his mocks.
He's a Lego-holic.
He's
What
a
else would you
Legoholic.
like?
Indeed. But yeah, if you haven't checked that out, I would do so very soon. Other contests that we've got in the group, we have the Pokemon contest, which you thought I'd all forgotten about, didn't you?
No, I
I did.
forgotten about that thing. Because Jan Mega is and every other one, but Jan Mega especially.
So yeah, we need to really decide on a deadline for that. Like really,
Yes.
otherwise it's just not going to happen.
Well,
Yeah.
I think we really have to extend it because there's going to be the mark-off between the winner of Johan and Oblivion's contest. There's going to be the Halloween contest.
Is there going to be a...
Shh, shh, shh,
I think there is.
shh, guys, shush! I'm not meant to tell them yet. So anyway, the Pokemon contest, we need a deadline.
Yay.
What do you think?
It is awesome.
It is awesome.
really is.
That doesn't help with the
Good
deadline.
choice of theme, mate. Good choice.
There's a lot of good entries. Like Aiden's Jan Mega is probably my favorite.
Yeah,
I don't know.
don't forget Jan Magnemite. The Magnemite was pretty cool. I like that one.
You and your use of
Then,
that wheel piece.
Then we've got Registeel. Sorry, I can't remember whose this is. We've got Registeel, Charmander.
Charmeleon.
Derpy eyes.
He was using mean look, Rob.
Registeel was done by Riley.
And we've got a Chibi Volcaroda as well. Almost forgotten about that.
By Mathieu Quadani. Yeah, that was awesome.
Is that all of them? That's only 5. I must be missing one.
We must extend the contest.
I think.
Well, there's no
I
deadline,
think
so...
we have to extend it for more entries.
Yep.
Or we should set a deadline because.
No, maybe we should just mention it again because most people forgot about it.
Felix,
Yeah.
how is Tara coming along?
Yeah, Felix.
To be honest, I haven't started. Because I haven't sorted out my brown parts yet into my mocking bins.
Some of my socket pieces are broken, as you'd probably guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're not the only one with that problem.
Loads of rubber bands. which
Rubber
are-
bands, yes, the old ones back in 2001 and 2. I mean, when the Borat ones were perfect, the green ones.
Yeah.
Not the
Yeah.
ones on the
Just
right
about
down
the-
stuff.
There were some white ones that came on Rahi. I've got one in my hand right here. I think
Yes,
they're on Rahi.
it's completely broken. There's nothing left of mine. Well, basically, there's not much left.
I found that the white ones are actually really useful.
They totally
Yeah,
are.
the small ones.
I can't remember where they came from, but they are.
Yeah,
I
they
think
are
they're-
quite cluttered
Oh,
around
wait.
all the set.
I think they came from some sort of races sets, because I remember getting a few of them.
Are they the large ones or just the small ones?
They're quite small, but they're really strong.
Yeah, I've got quite a lot of small white rubber bands.
So, let's get on to the topic of BZ Power. You know, that non-existent forum.
Yes, the forum that should be there but is not.
Yeah, it
The
is
forum
but
that
isn't.
will be back up and running very soon. Oh, no.
Oh, you joker, you.
That must have been another forum.
So, are you guys looking forward to it coming back? Considering it.
I'm not much of a forum man myself. I hardly did anything in the forum except for the contest. The contests were nice.
Yeah.
But I'm probably not going to do a lot in the forums as soon as they're back. Just pop in like once a week or so, if not less.
Mm.
And of course, check for contests. But that's something else.
What about the rest of you? Are you planning on doing anything when the forums come back online?
No, I'm more of a Facebook DeviantArt person.
Nice.
I got used to Facebook as well over PC Power.
Yes. Well, I do chat by daily there just for the news. And the set reviews and stuff like that, but not forums.
Well, I personally, when it comes back, I'm just going to make one mock topic with all the mocks that I've made since it went down, and totally blow people away with their awesomeness. Now it's basically time to wrap up. So, because we're at the end of it, we have this thing where we're going to announce a mocking challenge. Okay?
Oh, this thing!
So this is where it gets exciting, because we're going to challenge you all in Peace Out to actually build something to a theme. Now,
So if you're still awake, listen to what Felix has to say now.
so I thought long and hard about this for a couple of minutes, and I thought maybe it'd be a good idea to have a Halloween-themed contest, seeing as it's coming up in... So, this theme, Halloween. The challenge is to make something scary, or, you know, something that you would do on Halloween, or could be seen in a Halloween movie or a book, or anything creepy. You know, make it cool. So, with this Halloween contest, if you guys want to submit your entries on Peace Out, and...
When will the contest close? Just for people who...
The contest
stop
will
learning.
close in 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Okay, that should be
2
possible.
weeks, because that's when we'll be recording our next podcast.
Of course, and then we might announce...
There's going to be another one?
So, you have 2 weeks to build something Halloween-themed, and then post them on Peace Out, obviously, and I'll feature them in the next podcast, in the video.
And we might even announce a winner. No.
Yeah, that's the meaning of a contest, Rob. You might even select a winner!
Oh yeah, the winner, right. So the winner of the contest will be featured in my DeviantArt blog, and maybe BZ Power, if it's back on mine.
Candy. And we'll all be given candy as a present. Yeah.
Yes.
Through Halloween.
Virtual candy.
So now it looks like it's time for us to go. Farewell from me. Selamat jalan.
Tot ziens.